Well, welcome sports fans. We are back at Tarpon Springs as the Tarpon Springs Sponges are going to take on the St. Petersburg Green Devils here tonight. Should be a good matchup. Tarpon Springs are going to come in here with a 13-9 record, and St. Petersburg a 9-8 record, 6-4 in the district. Tarpon Springs 2-5 in the district, but this should be a good matchup here tonight. Two pretty equal teams, so we'll see how this plays out. Sure, Coach Stephanie Wallen is excited about having the St. Petersburg Green Devils in here, especially with her having the home court advantage. And so we'll see if the crowd makes any difference. But we are ready for tip-off, and here we go. And looks like St. Pete's going to cover. But I think both of them kind of missed it. Here we go again. And St. Pete is going to control it. The big scorers for St. Pete are number 12. Tyra Brown, number 12. She's playing out here at point guard. There's the first shot. And that's going to be good, and that's going to be, oh, that's almost intercepted there. That first shot was number 3. I'm going to say that was probably Brown, but I'm not sure. No, it isn't. It's Diana Boughton, and pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Annabelle Ellison. No, it must have been a St. Pete player because Tarpon Springs is going to put it in play. Over in the corner, and that's going to be Annabelle Ellis with a 3 ball, and we're tied up. I think we got some shooters on this team. Denise Hall is the high point person for St. Pete, and that's going to be a block shot. And that was Isabella Grizzly with the block. Caitlin over there getting it inside. Pass gets intercepted, and they're going to call a jump ball, and possession is going to have the ball stay with Tarpon Springs. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter, and we're still tied 3-3. Get it out to Annabelle. She starts to pull up, drives the baseline, and gets it back to Isabel. And I think that was a tie-up, and the possession arrow this time was St. Pete, so St. Pete's going to be bringing it down.
Outside. Got her car down low, cutter. Got 2 of them out there in the car.
In the corner for another 3, and that's going to fall again. And that's going to be number 14, Amaya Wiggins. She's a senior. And I think it must have just been a contact foul on Tarpon, on St. Pete, as Tarpon's going to play it in on the baseline. Tried to get a pass right down into the free throw lane, but it's intercepted. Annabelle just about come at it from the back there and got that, stole it, but not quite. That's way off. Caitlin with the rebound. Caitlin Manning with the rebound. Tries to go full court with it, but the ball gets knocked away as they get down into their offensive zone. So Caitlin Manning puts it in play, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Tahira. You're going to have to excuse me on this pronunciation. Miss Brown, how's that? Oh, man, that was intercepted easily with a nice pass down court and a shot, and that's going to be a foul on Annabelle.
Come on, girls.
Going to the line is going to be number 12. Tatira Brown. She'll be shooting 2 since it was in the act of shooting. And it's off to the side, no good. St. Pete with a 6-3 lead here, 5:56 to play in the first quarter. And that's going to be Isabella Grizzly with the rebound. Annabelle's going to pull up, no good. Rebound St. Pete.
Get out there, get out there.
There's a shot, no good. Too long. Nice crisp passes as somebody's not ready. Annabelle almost to mid-court. And it's going to be knocked away, and then it's going to be a foul on fouls on number 23. And I don't have a 23 on my list here. I'll find out who it is at half. Unless I think it's Chiquita Jones, if I remember right. Oh, ball bounced off her chest right out of her hands. Annabelle is going to come in and throw up a shot looking for a foul, but nobody did it. And St. Pete comes away with the rebound. Now she's going to get tied up, but she gets it away. 3 from the corner. Too long. It's going to be Micaiah Giles with the rebound. I think Monday night Micaiah had 2 or 3. Oh, nice drive by Annabelle Ellison. That's going to tie it up 6-6. There's a 3. No good. Annabelle with the rebound. Down court she comes. Going to kick it out. And it's way over the rim. No good. Just a little too strong there for Micaiah Giles. 4:11 here still to play in the first quarter. Corner for 3, no good. And that'll be Micaiah. And down court drive by Annabelle, and she's going to feed the ball underneath to number 23. Like I say, I don't have a 23 on my list, but I'll find out who it is. I'm going to have a timeout. We'll be right back. Okay, number 23, I found out, is Mackenzie Smith, a senior. She's going to miss the first one. Well, I don't know for sure what that was, whether somebody was in the lane or what. But it's going to be St. Pete ball. Still tied up 6-6 with 3:40 to play here in the first quarter. And they're going to call traveling on Amaya Wiggins. Go right inside to Annabelle, and she misses. And Isabel Grizzly gets the rebound and the putback. And that also will now give Tarpon the lead, 7-6. And there's a pass, but man, it is way too strong. Tarpon will play it in here now from the side court. Boy, Tarpon really spreading them out. Almost a steal there by number 12, Tatria. Then there's another pass that's just about stolen, and that one there is. Sorry about the jerk. Tries a fake and a layup. Goes over the rim, but they're going to control it.
Get out there, Joe.
St. Pete kind of pulls back a little bit, sets things up. Go inside. Now into the corner. She's going to drive the baseline. And that's going to be a blocking foul on Jordan Cherry. 2:21 to play. Tarpon still with 7-6 lead.
Hands up!
Boy, that's almost out of bounds. Annabelle with a partial block, but still St. Pete can't keep control of it, and it'll be out of bounds off of Deanna Bouton. This is a different offense than what I seen Monday night, because they've got Annabelle playing on the high post, and they get it into Isabel Grizzly, but she block. We call on the block, I think, on number 4, Kyra Giles. And it's going to be going to the line shooting 1-and-1 is, and her hair's so long I can't see her number, 3. Deanna Burden. First one's up and good. That'll tie it up, 7-7.
Box.
Second shot, like I say, tied up, 1:47 to play. It's off the right side. And Grizzly with the rebounds. Grizzling, I'm sorry. And looks like Coach Stephanie Wallen's going to call a timeout right now. We'll be back after this timeout. Okay, 1:40 to play here in the first quarter. Tarpon Springs puts the ball in play. We got St. Pete spread out quite a ways around the court. Caitlin drives in, and she's going to get tied up. And they're going to call a foul on number 3. And now I guess it's a blocking foul. She's not going to be shooting. Annabelle thinks about it and then puts a long 3 up. I mean, that was at least 4 or 5 feet behind the 3-point lane. Drive the baseline, passes it into the bigger girl, number 21, and that's Bree Wilson with the 2. And right back down, was pass from Annabelle over to Caitlin. Caitlin with the 2. And we're tied at 9-9. Yeah, they're going to say Theana stepped on the sideline. So that'll turn the ball over to Tarpon. Annabelle with a long 3, no good. Goes over the far side of the rim and out of bounds.
Come on, Kyra. Go pick your dribbles up. Let's go, ladies.
Evidently, St. Pete's going to hold for one shot here as we're down to right at 20 seconds to play. Scores tied 9-9, 18, 15, 12, and a nice easy shot inside. And here comes Annabelle. You know she's going to put it up somewhere. Shoot it up. It's going to be out of, and a steal, but time's going to run out. And at the end of the first quarter, it is going to be St. Petersburg Green Devils 11, Tarpon Springs Spongers 9. We'll be back after this timeout. All right, here we go with second quarter action, and that's going to be a foul on number 12, which is good because that would have been back court. Tatria Brown. Oh, nice pass inside and a shot by Caitlin, but it just doesn't fall. Nice move, just didn't finish.
Get out there, Mike. Get out there.
Miss and rebound, miss again, rebound again, and it's going to be a foul on that one.
Hey, let's go, ladies.
Not sure who the foul was on. Miss. There again, the hair salon. I can't see her number. Try and get it when she turns around to go down court. But she's at the free throw line shooting 2. And she's going to make the second one. And I believe that is Tatria Brown. Nope, check that. That's Bree Wilson. Go inside to Caitlin, moving the ball around nice. Cross court. Inside to Caitlin, and layup and a make this time as Caitlin finishes with the layup. 12-11 with 7 minutes to play here in the second period. St. Pete with a 1-point lead.
You got 2 over, Matt.
That's too strong, no arch. Annabelle down court really quick. Off to Caitlin. Caitlin with a 3. Off the rim, rebound Gesling. Ball must have went out of bounds off of one of the Tarpon Springs players. St. Pete will play it in from their own baseline. Tarpon now with some full court pressure. Annabelle with a steal. And man, she's going to get clubbed there. Not intentional, I'm sure. Number 12, number Tara Brown on the foul. Annabelle going to the line, shooting 2. Annabelle's going to miss the first. And the second one's good. They'll tie it up with 6:25 to play. 12-12. Once again, Tarpon with the full court pressure. And it's going to be out of bounds as Bree Wilson, the sophomore, couldn't control it as it was over there on the far side. And nice inside pass. And her own rebound. And she'll be fouled. Isabel Greasley. I think they're going to call a foul on Annabelle for reaching over. That'll be St. Pete ball out of bounds. Tried a long pass, but it was intercepted by Caitlin. Once again, spread them out. There's Mackenzie. Smith with a shot. Hits the bottom of the backboard. And they're going to call it out of bounds on Annabelle as she dribbled the ball over the side court line, and that'll get it over to St. Pete as they're still tied 12-12 here with 5:14 to play in the second quarter. And there's a three from the corner, and I think that's Theana Botham. She's a senior. Inside to Annabelle, and they come right back. And the coach from St. Pete wants to call a timeout, talk things over. That'd be Sarah Reed. We'll be back right after this timeout. Okay, we've got number 3 cleared up now. It's Denise Hall. As Caitlin steals the ball, and then one of the St. Pete players knocks it out of bounds. So it'll be Tarpon Springs ball on the end line with 4:39 to play, and St. Pete with a 1-point lead. Now they're going inside to Caitlin again, kick it out. And go inside to Caitlin, and it should open up a jumper here for Annabelle. And it does. Give her 2. That ties it up here. 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. I'm sorry. Tarpon with a 1-point lead now. And that's going to be out of bounds. That'll be Tarpon ball. 4 minutes to play now with a 1-point lead here in the second quarter. And there's Annabelle with another 3, no good. Rebound by St. Pete. Denise with the rebound. She's going to dribble the whole way. Come up with a shot, no good. Rebound, Micaiah Giles. Here comes Annabelle. Don't give that girl an inch and she'll take a mile. I think that's going to be on Isabel and Grizzly. A reaching in foul or whatever, or a foul on the rebound, I think reaching over, I'm sorry. So St. Pete comes away with it. 3:29 to play. Tarpon with a 1-point lead, 16-15. 3:20 to play.
Get in front of her, Ralph.
St. Pete kind of thinking it over. Nice pass there by Denise and a shot. And they're going to call traveling on Bree Wilson, the sophomore. Once again, Tarpon with this wide open offense here. I mean, it's almost like 4 corners. They're trying to spread them out, but St. Pete's just not coming out very far. Caitlin playing at the top of the free throw lane. And then they've got, and now Caitlin moves back on the baseline. And there she goes. Annabelle Ellis with a three. Make it 19-15. Now some full court pressure. And I think that's going to be a foul on Caitlin as she was going for the ball and smacked her on the arms, but it'll only be, well, that's the 7th team foul, so that will be 1 and 1, as I think that's Bree Wilson going to the line with the girl with the long hair. Annabelle with the rebound. Going to kick it down court real fast. Caitlin with tried to drive, but I think the ball got knocked out of her hands by a defensive player, so the Tarpon will play it in on the end line. Inside to Caitlin to kick it out. Annabelle. Mackenzie. I'm sorry. Micah. Annabelle again. And it looks like. And they're going to call it out of bounds as Mackenzie Smith steps on the end line. So St. Pete will play it in. 1:35 to go. Referees are going to confer, decide whether it's, yeah, they're going to call it over and back at the half court line. Jordan Cherry will put the ball in play here to Annabelle Ellis. Tarpon has got this spread out so far. You can't get all the players in the view of the camera, because I mean they are really at four corners here on offense, trying to spread St. Pete out. St. Pete's not biting on it too much, as they're pretty much lagging back in right around the free throw lane.
Hey, you got to move side to side.
Going to drive, puts it up, no good. A rebound. Short shot, rebound again for St. Pete. Another try. In and out on the rim. And here comes Annabelle with a nice pace to Caitlin. Caitlin misses. 19-15 here with right at 35 seconds to play. I think that's going to be a foul on Caitlin, and that's going to send Bree Wilson to the line.
Hey, ladies, box. Let's go.
33.6 to play. Like I say, Tarpon with a 3-point lead, or 4-point lead, I'm sorry. Free throw's no good, and they're going to call it off of, I think, Mackenzie.
White ball.
Mikra.
Hit the left eye, white ball.
They have referees have a little conference, and they decide that it's going to be going the other way.
Hey, come on, Kyra, shake it off. Let's go.
25 seconds there in the second quarter. Well, going to get tied up and taken away. Annabelle Ellis, shot coming down, and she's going to miss the shot, but she will get fouled, as that's Tatria Brown. Tatria with a 11-point average a game. She's a senior here for the St. Pete Green Devils. There's the first one. Nope, no good. Ball gets tipped around. There's a shot with 3 seconds. Annabelle with a full court shot, and she hits the backboard, but it's no good. And we're going to be here at the half, and it's going to be the Tarpon Spring Sponges 19 and the St. Petersburg Green Devils 15. Will be back after halftime. All right, here we go with third quarter action once again. St. Petersburg behind 15-19 to the Tarpon Springs Sponges. Tarpon with the ball, going to go inside, wide open Drizzling. Going to kick it out to Caitlin. Has a shot, rebound with Drizzling. Tries to do it again, no good. She got a shot, but just couldn't get it in there. She's missed 3 or 4, so. But she's just a freshman. Well, this little gal, I think, has got a future. She's definitely got the height and the size. And they're going to say that went off Bree Wilson. Bree just a sophomore, so there again, she's got plenty of time to develop. She looks like she's got some talent too, so time will tell. Boy, Tarpon moving the ball around so fast I can't really keep up with it, and that's short. Denise Hall with the rebound, length of the court, drive, and makes 2. So now it'll be 19-17 here with 6:40 to play. And there's a 3, and that's going to be good. And that's for Mikia Giles. I think Monday night she made 2 or 3 of those, so get her going. Look out. Once back to 5 now. It's right at 6 minutes to play. Rebound Caitlin. Down court quick, but it's going to be intercepted. But Annabelle's going to step in there and get it. And another 3, like I say. If Micaiah gets going, look out, man. She'll bust this game wide open. 8-point lead now for Tarpon here after they've just come out from the half. And just started play. Tarpon in a zone. Looks like a 1-3-1 zone. Denise dribbles it around out here, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Amaya Wiggins on the far side. Micaiah will put it in play. I think she must have been out of bounds over there. Caitlin must have stepped out or dribbled it out, one of the two. And St. Pete brings it down. There's a three, no good short. Annabelle Ellis with the rebound. She's going to drive the length of the court. Nice move and layup. Annabelle's definitely got some moves. Coach Sarah Reed wants to talk it over, said we might have to fill that lane up to keep Annabelle from driving down there. We'll be back after this timeout. 5:05 to play in the third quarter. Tarpon with a 10-point lead here. I think Denise would say something about that, but Caitlin's going to get it away from her. Gets it up to Annabelle, and there goes Annabelle. And she gets a very nice pass under the basket. This time, Isabel Greasley puts her in the bucket. And 2-2, I think it's going to be foul on Annabelle. And it looks like, I think that's Denise Hall at the line. Denise with an 18 points a game average. That one there's going to roll off, hits the backboard and rolls off. Second one for Denise. And that one there is going to fall. 29-18. That's 11 points. And Caitlin with a nice drive, but there again, doesn't fall for her. Here comes Denise. No good. Annabelle off the rebound. Going to switch, change dribbles a little bit. And Isabel Grisling now with two baskets in a row here, as now Tarpon has opened it up 31-18. Three for Denise, no good, partially blocked. I think that was Micaiah Giles who partially blocked that. She comes back down, gets the shot on the other end of the court, but misses. And it looks like Annabelle Ellis is going to be going to the free throw lane, and she kind of got a little limp there. It looks like something on her right side, leg, knee, hip, something, ankle. But Annabelle in the line shooting two. And the first one's no good. And Annabelle misses both. St. Pete comes away with the ball. Here's the three. Oh, man. Really bounced around the rim and then out, and that's going to be a tie ball game, a tie ball. And it'll go to St. Pete as they'll keep possession of it here on their end. Three try, make it short, didn't touch nothing. Annabelle looking down court and just about got it through to Caitlin. No good. And that's going to be number 12, I'm sorry. Tyra Brown as she dribbles the length of the court and puts it in. It'll make it 20-31. In the corner, and give it to her. Annabelle Ellison, nice shot from the corner. Go inside, no good. Almost a reaching over the back foul there on Grisling. There's a three, no good. Isabel with the rebound, retain possession. Oh, nice play. Oh, and a nice shot. Myra Giles went into the free throw lane, took a pass, and then give it off to Isabel Grisling. I know that's got to be 6 or 8 points for Isabel now. And a nice left-handed shot. I think that's 21. Bree Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on Caitlin. And that's going to send Tatara Brown to the free throw lane here. Tarpon with a 14-point lead with 1:13 to play. And that's going to be off the side of the rim, no good. We're going to have a timeout, folks. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're about ready to go again. Three of Brown at the line, shooting 2. No, I'm sorry, 1 and 1. And the second one's going to fall. That'll make it 23-36. Tarpon Springs with the lead. That's about as slow as you'll ever see Annabelle move. Bringing that ball down court. Nice bounce pass inside. And looked like Grisling. Isabella Grisling misses the shot. Nice pass inside by Annabelle. But anyway, Grisling misses the shot and then goes on the floor to get it. And the possession arrow will stay with Tarpon, so it'll be Tarpon ball. She mishandled the ball, but she was going to take a shot, but she couldn't control the pass. And Annabelle Ellison is going to turn it over.
Defense! Defense, go! Never even had control of the ball yet.
About 1 minute. That's going to be a 3 for Denise Hall, I believe. And here comes Annabelle and a drive. Didn't quite get it over the edge of the rim, but it's going to be a foul. She'll be shooting 2 anyway. Annabelle misses again. She's a little off on the free throw shooting tonight. I think Monday night she made about 6 or 7 of them, if I remember right. Substitutions for Pete. And she misses that one off to the side also and out of bounds.
Got one to your right over here, Allie. Watch her.
Tarpon with a little full court pressure. about taken away. And it's going to be Mackenzie Smith as she runs into the girl from St. Pete. I could see what number it was. Number 5. Of which I don't have a number 5 on my list. I'm sorry. Pete plays it in here on the near side with 35 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Tarpon with a 10-point lead. Denise kicks it over in the corner. No good. Back out, I'm sorry. That was Denise with the 3. Now she pulls up for a 2. That's no good. Annabelle Ellis comes away with it. Pass ahead. And an easy bucket for Isabel Grisling. They'll get it back to 12. And they're going to call a defensive foul on number 2, who I don't have a name for either. I'm sorry. She checked in a while ago. But that's going to be, I believe, Denise Hall going to the line. Like I say, Denise carries an 18-point-a-game average. And she's going to make the first one. That'll get it to 11. And she makes the second one and gets it back to 10. 3.3 seconds. Shot, no good. Tries to put it back up, but no good. Score here at the end of 3 is going to be Tarpon Spring Sponges 38. St. Petersburg Green Devils 28. We'll be back for fourth quarter action in just a little bit. Okay, here we go. Fourth quarter. Tatria Brown. She's going to pull up for a 3 and make it. It gets it down to 7. Tarpon came out hot right after the first half. Let's see whether, a steal. Yeah, it's going to be a steal. Turnover by Annabelle. Shot's no good, but Annabelle's going to get the rebound after 2 missed shots. She's going to drive length of the court. Oh, nice spinning shot, but does not fall. This should be an easy basket here, and it is. And all of a sudden, it's down to 5 points. And Coach Stephanie Wallen is going to call a timeout and say, whoops, we got to do something here. We'll be back after this timeout. Jordan Cherry's going to make the inbound pass to Annabelle Ellis, and we are going to start play here with right at 7 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. St. Pete has come out swinging there. Really some testy defense. Here's Annabelle with a 3 in and out, no good. Rebound. Jordan Cherry, and she's going to be going to the line, I think, and she's going to get fouled in the act of shooting. Tarpon with a 5-point lead. I think at the end of the third quarter, they were up like 11. And it's a pretty flat shot, not much arch. Misses the second one. St. Pete comes away with it. There's a 3. Oh, no good. Big bounce. Rebound. Tarpon. Oh, they're going to call traveling on Annabelle. There'll be a turnover. St. Pete here now with a chance to get it down even closer. Maybe down to 3 points, maybe 2. No good. And that's going to be a foul on St. Pete. As it's going to be a reaching over the back foul on Relia Centragula, a junior. That must be 3 or 4 fouls on her as the coach is going to set her down here as we've still got like 6 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Still Tarpon with that 5-point lead. Pass knocked away, but Tarpon regains control. Drive and a shot. Isabel Gresling with the rebound and shot try. She's going to get fouled in the act, and now she'll be going to the line to shoot 2. 5:43 to play here with a 10-point lead for Tarpon in the fourth quarter. Yep. Off to the right. Looks like a coach is going to set Denise Hall down for a little bit and give her a break before they try and make a stretch run here with just little over 5 minutes to play. And the second one's good for Isabel. That'll put it up to 6 points, which is still just 2 possessions. Rebound, a jumping we're moving shot there for Tatara Brown. So just a 4-point lead, shot no good, rebound, and a 3, and it's going to fall for Annabelle Ellison. Tarpon with some full court pressure. And they almost get the turnover, but it goes out of bounds off one of the Tarpon players. Either Annabelle or Mackenzie Smith, one of the two. Shot, short. Caitlin with the rebound. Comes full court. Nice down court pass and a nice basket right underneath for Michaela Giles. Good heads up play by Caitlin there. Looking down court, see if there's anybody open, and now we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Isabel Gisley. I've only pronounced that about 4 different ways, but I'm sure they'll forgive me. But it's going to be a foul on Isabel anyway. 4:26, 9-point lead for Tarpon, 44-35. And the first one's going to be good for Zanas Montgomery. Zanka Montgomery. There's the second one. No good. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession goes to Tarpon. Well, now we're having a conference jump ball. And it'll go to Tarpon on the possession arrow. pass knocked out of bounds. Very nice defensive play there by Bree Wilson. And that's going to be a force out. No, it's going to be a foul on number 12, Tatara. But that was only their 16th foul. Going to be knocked out of bounds by St. Pete. Once again, I think that was Bree Wilson with the tip out. It was. Caitlin will play it in. Get it into Annabelle. It's going to be off the foot this time of Bree Wilson, so they'll play it in exactly the same place almost. Caitlin again with the inbound. Annabelle gives it to Caitlin, and inside to Isabella Grisling. She's got to have like 10 or 12 points, I'd say. They have really been cleaning up on some of her baskets. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Makaira Giles. And that's going to send Denise Hall to the line. Shooting 2, I'm sure. .3:18 to play here in the fourth quarter. And Tarpon still hanging on with that 10-point lead. And she's going to make the second one, so that'll get it down to 9 points. And Coach Sarah Reed is going to call a timeout. Kind of talk things over, maybe set up some full court pressure or something. And we're getting down to pressure time here. Like just 3:18 to play now. It's 46-37. Tarpon will be back after this timeout. All right, 3:18 to go. 9-point lead for Tarpon, and they play it in on the baseline here. With St. Pete with full court pressure. Trying to get a turnover here so they can get some of this back. Go to Caitlin. Tries to go inside. No deal. Back out. Here's a 3. No good off the side. Annabelle with the 3 try. Wide open. Just could not drop it. You know what they're going to be doing here. I'm sure they're going to be going for 3. And they got a drive, but no good. The rebound from Makaira Giles. 2:30 to play now. Going into Caitlin, but it's wide of her where she couldn't reach it. She kicked it back, but the shot was no good. For Tarpon, now St. Pete back down with it. Denise looking for something. She doesn't know, doesn't care, I don't think. Just let me have a chance of making a shot. Pull-up jumper. No good, and she probably, I think that's going to be a foul on Makaira Giles. Right at 2 minutes to play here, 9-point lead for Tarpon. With Denise Hall at the line. She's been, I think, just a little under 50% here so far on her free throws. And she's going to make that one. When the pressure's on, get the pressure people up there. Here's the second one. He gets it down to 8 points. They had it down to 5 a while ago, but couldn't get any closer. And the second one's good. Nothing but net on both of those. They get Annabelle trapped, but she gets around it. Caitlin outside with the ball. Just about gets it taken away. And that's going to be that's a reaching in foul on number 12. I think. Yeah. Or is it just a timeout? I don't know if there was a foul on that or not. I'm not sure. We'll know when we come back. We'll be back. Here we got 1:40 to play. Tarpon with a 7-point lead, 46-39. Okay, 1:40 to play. And boy, they're going to get it right into Annabelle Ellis. And she tries to drive the lane. But she got a little shoulder there and tried to throw it up so she could get it in the act of shooting. And they may have called that, I'm not sure. Because, it's 17 fouls now on St. Petersburg. So she'll definitely be shooting 1-1. Annabelle having a little trouble again tonight at the free throw lane, but that's... was somebody in the lane too soon? And it looks like Isabel might have a cut or something on her wrist. And they're going to bring Jordan Cherry in probably here for a free throw until the medical person over there can get a Band-Aid on that cut over there. One shot. Okay, Annabelle Ellison at the line, 1:37 to play. Sticks still a 7-point lead, but she misses. And St. Pete comes away with it. This game by no means out of the question, and it's going to roll over. But they're going to call a foul here on number 11, Jordan Cherry. As Denise Hall knows what to do with that basketball. Just drive to that basket. If you don't make it, you're probably going to get the foul, which she did. Now Isabel Giesling checks back in. Isabel has really been the inside game here today for the Spoanges, as she's had multiple shots right under the basket, probably missed 3, but she's made 4. And here goes Denise again on that free throw line. She makes another one. That's going to get it down to 6 points here with 1:25 to play. Second one's up. I was going to say I thought that looked off. And the rebound, I think they're calling a foul on maybe number 1, Isabel Giesling. And I believe this is going to be number 21, Bree Wilson, the sophomore, going to the line here. St. Pete's got it down to 6 points, and she's going to make that. That's going to be 5 now. Here's the second shot. Looks good. Annabelle's going to drive it the length of the court here, still with a 4-point lead. Getting down almost to 1 minute, 1:10 to go here. One 5, and that's going to be a foul on Bree Wilson, as she's going to foul Caitlin, and that's going to put Caitlin Manning at the line here with 1 minute and 3 seconds to play with a 4-point lead. See whether Caitlin's free throw shooting is on tonight. Tarpon pulls everybody off the free throw line. And boom, nothing but net for Caitlin. Make it 5. Definitely some pressure shots here as time is running down. Caitlin, and boom, there goes the second one. Get it back up to 6. 1 minute exactly to play. I don't know what they're doing here, but they put 3 seconds back on the clock. Annabelle, the only one down here putting any pressure on. Guarding Denise pretty close, because goes cross court over here to Tatira. She drives and makes a layup. 48 seconds. There's Annabelle, and they're trying to trap her, and that's going to be a foul on number 3, Denise Hall. And that's going to put Annabelle on the line. But Annabelle has been inconsistent tonight at the free throw line. In fact, I think she may have missed 5 or 6 in a row here. So we'll see with 43 seconds. Just a 4-point lead, whether Annabelle can take it home. Nope, in and out. St. Pete with the rebound. 40 seconds to go. 4-point lead. There's Denise, no good. Rebound by Isabel, and that's going to send Isabel with the rebound. That's going to send Annabelle to the line with 32 seconds and just a 4-point lead. They really need these, because that's only a 2-possession game. And there's the one. Coach Stephanie Whalen was telling her she needed to get some more arch on it, I think, and get that hand up higher and flip it. Get that backspin. There's another one, and that's in. That's 2. We're back to 6 points now, 31 seconds. They really can't mess around. 24. And that's going to be a missed pass, as Bree Wilson was trying to get it over in the corner, I believe, to Tyra Brown. And we're going to have a timeout here. I'm not sure who called it. Now it looks like the coach from St. Pete called it, Sarah Reed. So we've got 21 seconds to go. We'll be back right after this timeout. Okay, 21 seconds to go. St. Pete with full court pressure again. They get it into Annabelle. Annabelle's going to kick it over to Caitlin. And that's going to be a foul on Bree Wilson. And that's going to send Caitlin Manning to the line here, shooting 2. That's the 10th team foul on St. Pete. So she'll be shooting 2 here instead of 1 and 1 with 13.4 seconds to go. And she hits the front, no good. Comes up short on that one. 2 possession difference here, so we'll see. 1 would make it 3 possessions, so it'd be very important to get that second one, no good. And Annabelle is going to come away with a rebound. Back out to Caitlin, 8 seconds. 5, nobody's wanting to foul her. Finally, somebody reaches up and grabs her, I think, with 3 seconds to go. And that's going to send Caitlin to the line again. With that 6-point lead, this should just about ice it. I can't see how they can score 2 baskets in 3 seconds, but we'll see. Caitlin drops it. That'll make it 7. No good. Half-court shot. Hits the rim, but no good. And your final score is going to be the Tarpon Spring Spongers 51 and the St. Petersburg Green Devils 44. Hope you folks have enjoyed the game. We'll see you sometime here soon. Coach Stephanie Wallen here from the Tarpon Spring Sponges. I love the nickname, but anyway, Stephanie, you pulled this out tonight. I know Monday you were a little concerned about this game, but things looked like they changed a little bit tonight, too. You kind of went from the outside game with all them threes to inside with number 1, Isabel Greasley. Man,
number 1 is Sinai.
I'm sorry, I got the wrong one. But anyway, changed the game a little tonight.
Oh yeah, because sometimes they were looking for us. You know how when they scout and stuff, and then we shoot a lot of jumpers and whatever. So we just change it up and show that we have an inside game as well as an outside. So we decided we go in, out, and then come back in. So sometimes we go in and just go out. So we decided we're going to pass. We're going to go inside, out, and then we're going to drop it back down again. So that was a game plan. They executed pretty well.
It looked like you were trying to spread them out because your players were so far apart on the court, I couldn't get them all in camera. But I guess it seemed like they weren't biting. I don't know, were they playing a zone defense? Because, man, they seemed to be hugging that free throw lane, I think waiting for Annabelle and Caitlin.
Yeah, that's it, because they were like Annabelle likes to drive to the basket, so that's what they were waiting for. But they don't know. You know, she's a complete player, so she is going to take what the defense gives her. And at the beginning, she just got a little discouraged because she missed the first 2. But, you know, if you're a shooter, you just got to keep shooting. Or, you know, just keep handling the ball, and then it'll come to. So we just don't worry about it. Just keep shooting. And then she gets everybody else involved. Then if defense has to come out when she hit a couple of those right at the top of the key, then they had to come out a little bit.
And clutch free throws by them, too, at the end of the game, too. I mean, it seemed like Annabelle was free throw shooting wasn't quite on tonight. But, boy, when the money was on the line, she was on the line making them.
Well, against the Eastlake game, she hurt her wrist pretty bad. So that's what's like. She seems like she's pushing the ball more than shooting it. But she has that hand tape, and it still swells. It swells like, you know, right before halftime, and always swells. So I think she's favoring it now because she's trying not to go as hard as she could because she doesn't want it to swell. You know, she's just trying to nurse it. She wants to be, you know, full strength. But we just tell you have to nurse it. You know, we tell them about driving all the time. When there's like 3 and 4 people, you're gonna get hurt. So we have to keep reminding her that's not necessary. If it's 3 down there, don't go in there and get yourself hurt again.
Special night for you guys tomorrow night, senior night. I can't believe it. I don't know if I've ever seen a high school team in Kansas City that played 3 games in 4 nights, but senior night tomorrow night, you've got to be just a little bit excited and probably a little sad too, because you know you're going to be losing these gals, quite a few of them this year, so it's going to be a special night.
Yeah, we have 4, and I'm going to miss the girls, but I'm going to miss the parents as well, because they have supported me 100%. Anything I need, you know, with the travel, with the girls helping with the uniforms, anything. So I'm going to miss my players, but that parent support is big too, and I'm going to miss that.
Without a doubt. Like I always say, I can't remember who it was. I think it was one of the Clintons, but you can't raise a child without the village.
That's right. That's it. That's why we did a little parent appreciation tonight, because without them, you know, an apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They were great parents who have raised kids, and we appreciate them.
Well, congratulations, dear. I don't think I'll be here tomorrow night, but good luck. And it's been fun. If I don't make it back, well, I have really enjoyed coming down and watching you all play. It's been great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate that very much.